Welcome to Review Tour. We'll review nations, based on their ideology, democracy, diplomatic relationships with other nations and their own citizens and much more. Ready, set, go. Our second nation is Antriania. Antriania is a communist dictatorship. Now viewers, please don't ask what that is. Alright, fine, I'll explain. So, a communist dictatorship is a political system where one individual essentially holds complete political power within the communist system. But this nation is different. Antriania is a communist dictatorship since 1934. The regime is based on the fear of the population, propaganda and military power until 1995. Before 1995, inhabitants were allowed to exit the country, but only for 2 weeks, and they cannot exit the country to leave in another one. In 1997, the new president proclaimed the Democratic People's Republic of Antriania, which is the current type of government. Antriania is a communist dictatorship, but it contains a democracy, a very restricted democracy. The citizens vote all the ministers, then the ministers vote the prime minister, and then the prime minister chooses a president. That is the principal decision in 1997, when the proclamation of EPR Antriania has been formed. In 2021, during a speech, the president decided to resign, and to call everyone to vote the new government. Now let's get into the real stuff and not history. Antriania is a nation with many diplomatic relationships, such as with Lake Diamond, Carthaginian Empire and of course, us. Although the next point will deduct a few points, since it's critical for some people. They don't really have that much freedom. After all, their freedom index shows that they are totalitarian, no freedom of speech, freedom to practice own religion, etc. An opponent political party is not allowed. It'll result to a very long prison sentence. After literally having to sit down and write over tons of words, now the review begins. Antriania is a good nation. However, there are a few negative things, but let's start with the positive ones first. They supported us in the Third Civil War and provide us with aid and resources. The NAP was formed, which stands for Netherlonian Antrianese Pact, where they support each other, no matter what happens. This would have put them in the very good nation category. But being against freedom of speech and freedom of religion will have a negative impression on neighboring religious nations and people who won't be allowed to have any of that. But hey, that's just a review tour. Thanks for watching.